Okay, good evening, bosses, great minds. Yeah, today I'll be talking about the three types of content that generate revenue we should be creating every day. Yeah, I know creating content can be complicated and it feels like a whole lot of pressure to be responsible for creating so many types of content, especially when you hear all of those smartest content strategies saying that you have to create this, you have to do this, you have to do that. And then after you get all of that created, you still have to create a new course or a new webinar. So it seems like it's never ends and it becomes extremely overwhelming. But I would like to keep things pretty simple, yeah. So this is why I'll be explaining the three types of content you should be creating every day to grow your business or brand. So the three types of content that is based on my own method, like to show the right message to the right people at the right time. So this is like, I think, the best way I've thought about it and to my own understanding. So is to show the right message to the right people at the right time. Yeah. So any content you create should be created with a purpose and a specific audience in mind. So there are so many different types of people who follow you on social media or support your business, and those people have different relationship with you and they are at different stage in their journey. For example, some people don't even know your business exists, and then some people have been customers for years. Everyone is different. So you should be creating content that is specific for that group of people, the ones who should know who you are. These are the people who should be spending money with you and telling the rest of the world they should also do business with you or buy from you. So there is no single content marketing tool or method that generates or that guaranteed to tell you where your audience hangs out online. So that's why we get into the first type of content you should be creating every day, and that is like create content that attracts people to you. So this is possibly the most valuable type of content you can create. Yeah, I still wanted to like try and value each type of content equally, because each person must be given exactly what they want through every step of the buyer's journey and every part of their relationship with your business or brand. Social media strategy that attracts every stage of the buyer's journey. So the attraction post typically meets people where they are, and it's the first thing they see, and it's usually their first meeting with you. It's where they first learn about you, and this is where you create a social media post or a piece of content to build a relationship with them, to make them aware of you. So they may not even know your name or they may not know you exist, but you show them a piece of content and they like it. So there are a few different types of content you could show them. It could be a motivational meme. Is it meme? Okay, meme, a motivational meme. Mimi. A pretty picture, a social post, a long form or a short form blog post. And you can also use videos, yeah. So that's all about the first type of content you should create, like creating content that attracts people to you. So the second one is create content that engage and nurtures an audience. So this is where you ask the thought-provoking questions, or you get them to start commenting or get them to open a dialogue with you. Not to get them to buy something, no, but to have a conversation to get to know them. So this type of content that's strengthening the relationships you built. So you can serve this audience and people in the same way you served them previously. So take what you used to attract them to show them more about the attraction post. But the difference is just showing this content to people who have already engaged with you. So you can use like a storytelling method, or like example, let's say you just ask a question like, do you feel that consistency is important for broadcast? And you like different questions. Do you know like you can do this, or like just a kind of question that will make them comment, and like they will tell you their mind and talk more about their experience or something you really want to know about. Yeah, so the third one is create content that invites people to take the next step. Yeah, so this is a content that asks people to take a step with you, or that helps people to get to the next level. So this is where you ask them to take a step, or you could ask them to subscribe to your email list, buy your ebook, read your blog, follow you on social media, and ask them to like, follow you across your social media platforms, meaning like you're inviting all your Facebook people over to like your Instagram content. Invite them to jump on a phone call with you and ask them to join your master class or your mastermind. So no matter what it's the question is, or the next step you're telling them to do, it's always an invitation for them to do something else with you. So it's something where they can raise their hands and say, yes, I want that. And then you figure out how you can get them to the next level. So they're already following you and engaging with you because they want something. And they might not want something from you. So, but they want something that you have, or they want something like for themselves. So, and they also want to learn something and, get more information from you. So these are the three types of content you should be creating. Let me quickly do a recap. Number one is the create content that attracts people to you. Number two is create content that engage and nurtures an audience. And number three is the content that make them take a next step. So I'm sure you enjoyed my podcast, and I hope you're going to implement everything I just said. If you have more questions or you want to learn more about content creation, you can send me a DM and I would help you out. So thanks for listening. I love you.